Hey guys, it's Evie here and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be going through my 2026 intentions and goals, which is just crazy to think about that 2025 is done. We are in a new year. We're all about new year, new me. But yeah, I was really thinking the last month about what I really wanted to work on in the new year. Okay, so I have my iPad here because I always use Canva when I'm planning anything. So I'll go through my goals first, and I have 9 goals to talk about. I really wanted to scale it back a bit because I feel like I chose way too many goals for 2025. Some of them I was able to achieve, some of them I wasn't able to achieve, and I also wanted to make sure that these goals were achievable. Challenging but achievable, because you don't want to just put something that's super easy on there. Well, I have like a few easy ones, but I didn't want them all to be easy. I wanted some stuff to actually, work on. Okay, so let's start off with the 9 goals. Goal number 1 is to read 80 books. I feel like this is going to be achievable. I had a goal for 2025 to read 120, and I just made it. But I really want to focus on my content more. So I wanted to scale back the amount of books because I feel like I was just trying to read so many books, which I then felt like other aspects of my life was kind of lacking, I guess. Like I didn't have to read the 120, but I was like, well, I wrote 120, so I have to hit 120. So I really wanted to scale it back. That way I can focus on other things. So yeah, read 80 books is goal number 1. Goal number 2 is go on at least 3 hikes. So I just want to explore the outdoors more, and now that I'm no longer in prep, I have a bit more flexibility with life and movement. I can do stuff that's out of, just going to the gym 5 days a week. So I really want to go outdoors more. So I was able to do 1 hike last year, and I just made it, like literally with a couple days to go of 2025, just made it. But yeah, I really want to explore, New South Wales more, go to the Blue Mountains or go to Mount Kosciuszko and just find like really nice hiking trails. So yeah, that is goal number 2. So not just go on the hikes, but just explore more, be more adventurous and ground myself. Number 3 is also an activity. So I want to go on at least 5 runs in 2026. So I was really in my running era at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, but then I started my build phase for my bodybuilding competition. So I obviously had to scale back the amount of steps and movement I was doing, and then going into prep, obviously lower energy. I couldn't, just go on runs. So yeah, I'm very excited I feel like a lot of these are outdoor things. Yeah, really excited to try and get back into running, because I really felt like after I came out of my competition, even now still, I really don't have the desire to honestly go on a run. But I was like, I loved it at one stage. You get that runner's high. It's just about going on that first run again. But yeah, I don't know, just thinking about running just makes me, like I really don't want to. But again, it's just about making that first step. And I just feel like I don't know, get back into run clubs, run with people again, get back into that community. So we're gonna go on at least 5 runs, and I feel like what will count as a run is 3 kilometers or more. I feel like that's a good starting point. Okay, number 4 is do a cooking class. So I did a cooking class last year, which was dumpling making, and it was so much fun. I had such a fun time. So coming out of my final competition, I had that planned, I think like 2 weeks after my last comp. We went out to the city, we did a cooking class, made dumplings, ate the dumplings that we made, and it was so much fun. It was such a great bonding experience, something that I haven't done before. Tried something new, and it was so much fun. So I really want to do another one. So yeah, if you want to do something with your partner or with your friends, you run out of ideas and you want to have a little bit more fun, I highly recommend doing a cooking class. I did it last year, and I definitely want to do another one in 2026. The next one is I would love to be able to donate blood. So I was able to donate blood back in 2023, and I have tried 4 times and I was only successful once. So when you go to donate blood, you first go through like a questionnaire online, make sure that you hit the initial requirements, and then when you get there, they take your hemoglobin levels, and that's where I keep failing. So what I'm going to try and do is one of the requirements is you have to be a minimum of 50 kilos. So once I hit that weight, or if I hit that weight, I'm probably just gonna like go to my doctor, get it checked there, maybe get a doctor's note and be like, hey, like I'm healthy, I'm able to give blood, and then take that note with me. Because where I used to live, it was only like a 5-minute drive, but where I live now, it's about a 30 to 35-minute drive. So I'd rather not make the booking, get there, and then get told I can't donate blood again. It's just such a rewarding experience. Like that one time that I gave it, I just felt, I was like, this pouch is going to help someone. Like that's just such an incredible thing that we're able to do as humans, being able to donate blood and plasma. What else can we donate? I can't think of anything else. Is that the only 2 things? But yeah, you can donate every 3 months. If you can, I highly recommend doing so because they're always in need of blood. But yeah, I really, really hope that I am healthy enough and I fit the requirements and I'm able to give blood for the 2nd time. So that's a really big goal of mine, because now that I'm in my reverse diet / build phase, I'm going to be putting on more fat, more weight. So I don't think I'll have any issues hitting that 50 kilo threshold. And my veins are pretty visible. I feel like the nurses will be pretty happy with my veins and be able to go through there. So yeah, that is one of my goals. I really, really hope that I can do that one. Okay, we are up to number 6, and I would love to experience a Formula 1 Grand Prix, which this one I feel like is a bit, like I feel like I cheated with this one, because we've actually have booked to go to Singapore and Japan this year, which I'm so excited about. So we're going to be spending 2 weeks in total on holidays. First 4 days are going to be in Singapore, and then the last 10 days are going to be in Japan, with the last few days we're going to have a 3-day pass for the F1, and I'm so excited. I got into Formula 1 when I started watching Drive to Survive in 2023, and I have been hooked since. Like, I don't know what it is watching really hot guys go around in go-karts in circles. It's thrilling. It is thrilling, okay? I love it. But yeah, would love to, hopefully that, knock on wood, that holiday goes through without any issues and we're able to watch that, because I'm so excited. The only downfall about this holiday is that Singapore, when we're going to be there, it's going to be so hot and humid, which is fine. But then when we go to Japan, it's going to be like 0 degrees. We're going to have to be packing for 2 different seasons, which means I feel like we're going to need like an entire suitcase that's just going to be like puffer jackets and pants for Japan, because that's where we're spending majority of our time. But guys, it's also going to be cherry blossom season when we are there. I am so excited. Cherry blossoms don't last long. I feel like they bloom for like a few days or like a week at most, but I cannot wait. It's going to be the most magical holiday. I'm so excited. So yeah, Formula 1 Grand Prix Japan 2026, we are coming for you. And it's also like a really easy sport to watch because it's 90 minutes. There's no overtime in this sport. Like there's a clear winner. So yeah, hopefully my boy Lewis Hamilton does a little bit better in Ferrari in 2026, because last year homeboy did not do very well. So hopefully he does better. There's going to be new cars, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the drivers go with the new cars. So it's anyone's game. Okay, the last 3 I wanted to bundle kind of together because they're like same but different. So one of my goals is I really would love to grow my socials this year. That was a big goal of mine in 2025, and unfortunately it didn't work out and go to plan. I did have a goal of hitting 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Didn't hit that. I feel like my TikTok and Instagram is just so stagnant at the moment, and I just don't know how to make it move. So that's why I wanted to, push back the book reading and put more effort into my socials. So just really understanding how the algorithm works, because it's just always changing. And then with that, I would love to have a paid collaboration. So I did quite a few gifted collaborations, which still I am so grateful for. I got a couple of PR packages from Macro Mike. I'm guessing they didn't really like my content because I think I've been kicked off that PR list. I've done a few protein powders, matcha powders. What else did I get? And I did a couple collaborations with Halara. Oh, speaking of, wearing one of their tanks at the moment. So comfortable. But yeah, all of those were gifted. And I just feel like content does take time and energy. So I just feel like being able to then cooperate with brands, being like, hey, like I would love to work with you, but this actually takes time. how about, you know, we do some exchange, a bit of an exchange here, because this is work. So I would love to, yeah, have a paid collaboration. And then on top of that, I would love to finally become a UCG creator, which is which means user generated content. So basically you sign up like on a platform, and then brands find you to make content for them. So you don't have to, so you make the content, but you don't have to post it on your own page. You give it to them to use, and then they pay you for that, which is probably much cheaper than, you know, having employees and that. So they'll definitely be able to, you know, spend a little bit more. But I am doing a social media course through this amazing girl on Instagram. Her name is Charlotte McKinnon. She was able to grow her socials from like 2K to 22K in a few months. She did a mentorship herself, and now she's helping other people. So I bought one of those courses because this is like now my last resort. I think just where I just don't know how to make sense of the algorithm. Like, it's always changing. I don't know how to create hooks. I feel like that's where I go really badly in my reels. Like, I don't know how to get people in the first 3 seconds, because as a society now with TikTok and short form content, our attention span is not very long. Like, I feel like, there was a study done to, I think we're like at an 8-second attention span now. And like with TikTok in particular, I am aware that if you don't get people's attention in the first 3 seconds, they will scroll past. So just being able to learn and understand how to create hooks, how to get engagement, how to get people in, because I am just not getting anywhere. And making content is so much fun, but then when you post that content that you spent so many hours on, and then you only get like 3 likes and a comment, it's a bit like demotivating, I guess. And you obviously can't rely on motivation, but it's like, I spent so much time on this and it's not getting the recognition that I thought it was going to get. So yeah, just really working with this course, putting my all into it to hopefully get an outcome of becoming a UCG creator, getting a paid collab, and growing my socials. So those are the last 3 that kind of just bundle up all together. So those are my goals for 2026. Some of them I know I'll definitely be able to achieve, and then some of them I genuinely don't know. All right, now I'm going on with my intentions. So last year I had quite a few intentions, and I just feel like there was just too many for me to focus on. So what I did is I nailed it down to 4. My first intention is to celebrate the small wins. I feel like this is something that we overlook so much, and what has really got me in celebrating small wins is my coach. With the weekly check-in, there's always a prompt there to share a win or a celebration, big or small. And I feel like I'm always trying to think of something big that happened throughout my week, but I feel like we also really need to focus on the small things, because there's just always something to be grateful for, you know? So like hitting PBs in the gym, or I was able to go outside and soak up some sun, like just really small things that really just put a smile on your face. So yeah, definitely want to make sure that I'm celebrating the small things in life. Intention number 2 is I want to do weekly affirmations, and I really hope that I can stick to this. So I've done it 2 weeks in a row now, and I really wanted to extend this into 2026. So an affirmation is basically just telling just saying really good things about yourself. So my goal is to just stand in the mirror 1 to 2 times a week and say 3 good things about myself, because we are so easy to critique ourselves. We are so quick to tell somebody else that they're doing great, but when it comes to ourselves, it's just like, oh, like you only see the negative. And it's not what's the word? There's nothing wrong with being confident. It doesn't make you cocky. Like, I think confidence is so sexy. It's so just like, wow. Like, you see someone walk into a room with confidence and you're like, wow. So that's what I want to radiate. I want to radiate confidence. So by like telling myself that I am strong, I am worthy, I look good today, is just going to set you up for success for the day. So, you know, win the morning, win the day, tell yourself you're doing great. I think it's so important. And especially during this phase with the reverse diet, I've created like a reverse diet toolkit, and one of the things in that toolkit is my weekly affirmations, because I want to make sure now that I'm gaining weight back on, which can be a bit daunting, but it's definitely necessary to get myself to a sustainable body fat percentage. Like, obviously my body is changing. Building that toolkit, having the affirmations in there has really helped with my reverse diet. Number 3 is appreciate the build phase. Yes, I am going to be competing again. I'm going to be doing another bodybuilding comp. I'm going to be doing season A and B of 2027, which means I'm going to have a full year of building, which is quite daunting because beginning of 2025, I did 5 months of a build and 5 months of a dieting phase, and because I only had 5 months, it was very like I had to put on that weight really quickly. But now that I have a full 12 months, it's going to be a bit more stagnant, so I don't feel like it's going to be as intense. It's definitely still going to be hard. Like, I now know what to do and what not to do since going it through a first time, so I know now to use more liquid calories. Don't do extra cardio because it's just going to mean the prep phase is going to be more intense. So yeah, just really appreciate what this phase is about. I'm going to definitely probably feel sluggish and like a blob because you can't move as much, but definitely appreciate being able to just eat that much because I know when that prep comes, your food's obviously going to be stripped away. So yeah, I did say that I'm only ever going to do this once. I never want to feel like this again. I just can't explain the feeling that I had when I was, doing my carb load days. I made so many connections. Like, I made like 3 to 4 new friends throughout this process, and just being able to find people that love the gym just as much as I do, but then also do bodybuilding. So I have people to connect to. We can talk about things, we can vent to each other. And I just feel like it's really important to make friends as an adult, which can be very hard, but it's so necessary because you change through, like, your priorities change, and just finding people to connect with is so important. And yeah, like, there were points where I was like, I am having so much fun and I want to do it again. Because I had such a short build, I just feel like my full potential wasn't there. But I am going to be doing different categories. So instead of swimsuit and bikini, I'm going to be doing bikini and sports model. And I'm so excited to do sports model. I feel like that one just really calls to me. So with the sports model, you're even on top and bottom, whereas like with bikini, it's like more lower body dominant. So I'm very excited to be strutting on stage in sneakers. I really hope that I just do really well in this build, push as hard as I can with that amount of food that I have. That way, when I start dieting, there's going to be a decent amount of muscle left behind. So I'm very excited. And the fourth intention that I have for 2026 is just being more mindful of my purchases. This was a big goal of mine in 2025. I feel like I was mostly there, but I feel like I could do better. So just bringing that intention over, and yeah, just really thinking about if I see a pair of shoes that I really like, and then I'm like, do I really need another pair of shoes? No. Put it on the back burner. But I don't think I made any impulsive purchases. Like, I've been really, really happy with how I went in 2025. Everything was really thought out, but again, I feel like I could do better. I feel like with activewear is just a big one. I was able to actually get rid of quite a bit of activewear because my whole thing was like, if I bring something in, I kind of need to take something out. So I kind of went through my activewear collection. It's like, I haven't worn this in a while. There's a lot of things on my Depop, which I'll just pop here if you're interested in shopping some pre-loved gym clothes. I'm on Depop all the damn time. It's kind of the first place I look if I really want something, and then I'll go online. Usually I wait for a sale though, but yeah. Just being more mindful of my purchases. I don't need more stuff. I just feel like now as a society, we just have too much. There's just too much. Like, capitalism is taking over. But yeah, that's my last intention. I just wanted to focus on 4 because yeah, last year I think I had like 8 or 10, and that was just too much. So I feel like just focusing on less means you'll do better in those areas instead of trying to do a lot. But yeah, those are my goals and intentions for 2026. Let me know what you're going to be working on in the new year in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Even if it's just a like or a comment, that will take you like 10 seconds out of your day. It helps my baby channel out so much. So if you do that, thank you. I appreciate you. And until next time, I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. And just remember that one bad day isn't a setback, and tomorrow can always be better. Bye.